It was a diplomatic first and then a viral moment. President Donald Trump welcomed Syrian President Ahmed Al-Sharaa to the White House this week, marking the first visit by a Syrian leader since 1946. But amid serious talks came an unexpected icebreaker. President Trump handed Al-Sharaa a bottle of his victory perfume, sprayed it on him, and asked with a grin, "How many wives?" When Al-Sharaa replied one, President Trump quipped, "You never know." Our next report brings you more on historic diplomacy with a scent of showmanship.
In a moment no one saw coming, the White House witnessed history and a spray of perfume this week. On Monday, President Donald Trump welcomed Syrian President Ahmed Al-Sharaa in Washington, marking the first ever visit by a Syrian leader since 1946. The meeting, long deemed impossible, was both politically symbolic and unmistakably Trumpian. And Trump, ever the showman, opened the meeting by presenting his guest with a bottle of Trump Victory 45-47, his own $249 cologne. Cameras caught the US president spritzing the fragrance on himself, then on Al-Sharaa, declaring, "It's the best fragrance." He smiled and handed another bottle over, adding, "That one's for your wife." Then came the quip that stole the headlines. "How many wives?" Trump asked with a grin. "One," replied Al-Sharaa. "You never know," Trump laughed, patting him on the arm as aides chuckled in the background. It was a light-hearted exchange between two leaders whose paths could not be more different. Al-Sharaa, once a wanted terrorist with a $10 million US bounty, now stood beside the man who removed him from that list. The meeting lasted nearly 2 hours, and behind the laughter and perfume, serious business was discussed. Syria formally joined the US-led coalition against the Islamic State, becoming its 90th member. Washington also agreed to let Damascus reopen its embassy in the US, the first step in restoring formal ties after decades of hostility.
He's a very strong leader. He comes from a very tough place, and he's a tough guy. I liked him. I get along with him, the new president of Syria.
Al-Sharaa, meanwhile, came bearing gifts, replicas of ancient Syrian artifacts, which he said symbolized the first alphabet, the first seal, and the first musical note. He spoke about a new era for Syria, one focused on investment and reconstruction.
We talked about the president and the future. We talked about the investment opportunities in the future in Syria, and so that Syria is no longer looked at as a security threat. It is now looked at as a geopolitical ally.
Still, the move has sparked controversy. Hardline critics in Washington and online question Trump's embrace of a man with a violent past. Others see it as classic Trump diplomacy, unconventional, bold, and headline-driven. Years ago, Al-Sharaa sat in an Iraqi prison cell, and this week he sat in the Oval Office, shaking hands with the US president. As Trump's perfume lingered in the air of the White House, one question remained: was this the scent of a new Middle East, or just another fleeting fragrance of politics?
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.